Doing hair is an art, and I take great pride in it. I love my job. I opened my original hair salon on this side of town 26 years ago, and I still have some of the same clients. My location at Brooks is a dream come true. This is the right time and the right place to start a business at Brooks. The South Side is growing so much.
What makes Brooks so attractive to business owners is the environment. Employees can live, work, learn, and play all in one area. The South San Antonio Chamber of Commerce is a cheerleader for businesses in and around Brooks, and we have a lot to be excited about. We're beginning to erase the economic gap between North and South San Antonio while still retaining our unique culture. Brooks is bringing economic prosperity to our side of town, and it's happening so quickly that the data is still catching up. Entrepreneurship is booming on the South Side. There's no limit to what can happen here.
And we welcome you to Alamo Stadium's tonight's site for our Thursday night football action. It's the McCullum Cowboys and the Thomas Jefferson Mustangs in a game that, Haley, is going to be a big one here for the McCullum Cowboys. Right now, they are in a situation where if they want to make the playoffs, they are going to have to win out the rest of the season just for a chance to make a playoff appearance here. That has been something that the McCollum Cowboys have been trying to do for quite some time, and now Coach Klein has an opportunity here against the Thomas Jefferson Mustangs. But first of all, welcome back to the booth from all your travels, but we're glad you're here, Haley.
Yeah, excited to be here, especially for, again, a game that, you know, is almost a must-win for both teams. We've had the chance to cover the McCollum Cowboys pretty much all season, and from the get-go, Coach Klein had said his focus is getting this team into the playoffs and having a winning, successful season. And guess what? Good news is that's definitely still possible. So it's all going to start with tonight's matchup here at Jefferson, playing in front of their home crowd. We have a breast cancer awareness night, so it's sure to be a big one. Both teams with, both teams with losses last week gave up late game leads. So we have two teams here tonight that are going to be very hungry to get a win.
Yeah, you're talking about hungry. The McCollum Cowboys coming into this week 2-4. They have come off of really heartbreaking back-to-back losses. Started off with Burbank the week before, then the Sam Houston Hurricanes. And both those games went down basically to the very last drive, and the Cowboys were just not able to come through on that. However, on the bright side of things, you look at the production offensively, and I know you talked with Coach Klein about that just a moment ago, and we'll have that here in just a few moments. But you look at the progression for this McCullum offense, and that's something to really look at and to see that that's something they can build on.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, you know, we've seen this team offensively especially take some strides this season. They're passing the ball well. We've seen some great improvement from quarterback Justin Rodriguez. I know you have a couple of Cowboys that you've been excited and have been watching this week as well. And so we'll see if they can really start to get everything to click here and get a very much needed win against the Mustangs tonight.
We're talking about Jonathan Longoria and Julian Roque. Those are the backs and receivers for the McCollum Cowboys. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have the conversation with Haley Wilson and Coach Klein of the McCollum Cowboys. Keep it right here.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
Hello, everyone. I'm Haley Wilson here with Coach Klein, head coach of the McCollum Cowboys football team, here for the Martinez & Associates RC Audio pregame show. Coach Klein, close loss last week. We've seen your team make some strides on the offensive side of the ball with Roque, Rodriguez. Talk a little bit about what those guys are bringing to the team this year.
Well, I mean, you know, Roque's been a good runner. I mean, he's been a good runner all year, and he and John kind of combined, you know, both of them combined right now are 1,000-yard rushers. So as a pair, Of course, John's a little bit better receiver, but both of them bring their own talents. John's, Julian's a kind of a big, strong power runner. It finds daylight pretty well. John's a little more of a slasher, a little speedier. But they both complement it. And, of course, Justin, he's making good decisions on the option, and when to keep it, when to pull it, when to, give it. So we're happy with the development on that.
Awesome. And 3 more games here left in district play. As I'm sure you know, anything can happen. What's the team's mood and the overall sentiment going into these last 3 games?
Hey, we just got to get this taste out of our mouth. Both teams lost tough games. So, you got 2 teams really want to win, need to get back on the winning side of it. And, it needs to start with Jefferson. We just want to get it turned around and need to get a W.
Absolutely, and like you had said, headed into the game with Jefferson this week, what has your team been focused on, and what are they going to focus on tonight to seal the victory?
Well, they're a power running team. We've got a very talented quarterback and good running game and strong offensive line, and we have to stop their running game. Not let them get into a rhythm of just plowing the ball down the field and keeping it away from us. And, offensively, we just have to eliminate mistakes. We have to, so we can stay on the field and keep making plays. So.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Coach. Haley Wilson here with Coach Klein for the RC Audio Sports Martinez and Associates pregame show. We'll be right back.
Solar is the fastest growing energy sector in the world. At Rufio, we believe in sustainability and renewable energy. If you're looking to reduce or eliminate your electric bills, increase your property's value, and reduce your carbon emissions, we've got you covered. Call us at 833-674-7663 or visit us at rufio.com.
Garcia. At fullback, number 43, Austin Banda. At fullback, number 30.
That conversation with Coach Klein. And now let's switch gears a little bit, Haley, and talk about this Jefferson Mustang. You had a conversation with Coach Cardenas. What's your take on the Jefferson Mustangs tonight?
Yeah, so Jefferson here 1-5 in the season, but Coach Cardenas had said, hey, we've made some big improvements from last season. We've won a couple more games than we won last season, and so we're feeling good and excited about tonight's game.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have that interview, Haley Wilson and Coach Cardenas. We'll be right back.
Haley Wilson here, back with the RC Audio Sports pregame show, sponsored by Martinez and Associates. I'm here with Jefferson head coach, Coach Cardenas. Coach, thank you so much for joining us for a pregame interview.
Anytime, guys, anytime. Yeah, we're excited to be here.
Awesome. So, Coach, tonight got 2 teams coming into the matchup hungry for victories, both with close losses that last week. What's the team's energy and kind of sentiment going into tonight's game?
Well, we preach to our kids. We have a good chance to go 5-5 this year. We've won 2 more games than we won last year, and we didn't win any. So that's been our main objective, just one game at a time.
Absolutely. And so tell us about some of the leaders on your team, both on the offense and defensive side of the ball. Who are some of your leaders on the field?
Well, Monty Carter is going to be our quarterback. We're going to go about as far as he takes us, and we have our running back, Adrian Garces. He's a senior, and Johnny Gamboa. They're going to split time in the backfield, and then our offensive line is young. It's young, and we'll have them back. But on the defensive side, we have our middle linebacker, Hector. Hector does a good job, and we have our defensive end, Michael. Michael's going to do a good job for us. He's number 10, and I'll be looking for him. And we'll have our secondary guys. Again, we have some guys going both ways, so we're excited about tonight.
Nice. And so speaking of tonight, what kind of worries you about McCullum, or not worries you, but what are you focused on? What's going to help seal the victory tonight?
Well, they're pretty big up front. But we feel like, we see some things that we like that we're going to do on the ground, and we are going to run the ball, and that's going to be our key is holding on to the football and time management.
Awesome. Well, Haley Wilson here with Coach Cardenas. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be right back.
It started in 2019 with Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer. It was inspired by my late sister, Patricia Galaxy Mora. She had passed away. Before she had passed away, we had conversations about starting my own organization. Right now, our actual motivation is to get these kids to the next level as far as getting ready for middle school and high school football. Our plan for Texas Revolution is not only teaching them the fundamentals of football and cheer, but it's also teaching them how to be great young men and women, providing for the city south side, and also raising them right. No pass, no play. Being here and being very respectful to their coaches, to their moms, their dads, their guardians. And that's what we strive for, is to raising the next generation of athletes, but also great men and women too as well. Look us up on Facebook too as well for any questions or any concerns that you may have as well.
And we welcome you back. The national anthem was just played here by the Thomas Jefferson Mustangs band, and now the McCullum Cowboys are ready to take the field. The Jefferson Mustangs, they did win the toss. They elected to receive the football to start the game. So for the Mustangs, we will have the offense coming out onto the field first, and then we'll see the Cowboy defense to start this game again. Haley, we talked about the importance of this ball game for both of these programs, but more importantly, how the chance for possibility for playoffs for the McCullum Cowboys still exists, a possibility, and that's what they're playing for tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's one of those things where, once it gets down to it, you have to, do your job, right? You can hope and pray that some other teams, lose or maybe, shift down the rankings a little bit. But all the Cowboys can really control is them and how they perform and whether or not they get the victory in tonight's game. But like you said, Bobby, I think anything is possible, and it all starts with them getting a win tonight.
You look at this district, and you look at District 14, 5A Division II. They are the top of the district is Alamo Heights. They are 6-0, followed by the Harlandale Indians at 5-1. Then at the third spot is Highlands, and the fourth spot is
Might be Highlands and Burbank, I think, tied for
there
third.
There you go, Burbank. There it is, and we're off. The Mustangs start from their 10-yard line and get across the 22, where they will have the football here with 11:54 to start this ball game.
On the return from the Mustangs. Jefferson takes over, 1st and 10 at the 29.
All right, Mustangs with the football at their own 29-yard line.
We're going to see quarterback Amonte Carter,
the junior. Number 3 on a 3-back set here. Toss. They keep it up the middle. They get across the 30 down to the 33-yard line. So they do feature something that we don't see too often, Haley, a 3-back set here.
So if you're the Cowboys, Bobby, how are you prepping for that in practice all week?
Yeah, you taking good notes on film, looking at tendencies, where they're lined up, how they are lined up. Those things are ran over and over again. And here they go in that I formation with the 3-back set, no wide receiver set. Carter tosses it right side, this time left side, excuse me. Maybe a yard gained on that play to get it up to the 34-yard line.
Adrian Garces, they've pitched to him both plays here, so looks like Garces is going to be a big part of this Mustang offense tonight.
Third down early on here for the Mustangs, and we talk about their formation. I mean, we don't anticipate seeing very many passes from this group. Coach Cardenas talked about his quarterback, Amante Carter, is one of his leaders. Carter is under center. He keeps it himself, and he'll get near the first down marker. He'll get driven back by that defensive line there. Good effort by the Cowboys. That's going to bring up a 4th down. I don't think he got enough to get to the first down. He got all the way up to the 37-yard line. No, 38-yard line.
It looks like I'm not seeing any sort of special teams unit come out here, so the Mustangs early are going to go for it, 4th and 1. Coach Cardenas did say before the game, we're going to go, about as far as our quarterback, Amante, is going to take us. So
he did indeed say that, and here is Amante under center. Had some movement, and those are the penalties
there you go.
That cost yards there, and that's going to make it an easy first down for the Thomas Jefferson Mustangs. Got the defense on a hard count.
Just a little bit of movement there from number 85, Seth Hernandez, on the Cowboys side. It's going to bring up an easy first down here for Jefferson. 9 minutes, 43 seconds left here. Fresh set of downs right at the 43-yard line.
One of the things that we talked about this Thomas Jefferson offense, when you have this kind of formation, you notice get those defenders in that box. You know it's going to be a run, and there it is again. No gain on that play. Really, really important to have that offensive line come off with a big surge in order to make things happen offensively.
And again, the Mustangs going to Garces. Looks like he's going to be the one doing a lot of the heavy lifting for this Jefferson team tonight. Just trying to punch it up the middle.
2nd down and 10 now. They do send one wide receiver to our near side. They toss it right side. Good defensive effort, but the running back did a good job of getting rid of the defender, and it was Oscar Kibata making the stop for the Cowboys.
Good little run there by number 23, Johnny Gamboa from the Mustangs. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
3-yard pickup there in that particular play. And again on this one here now, they send out 2 receivers. Still in a bunch formation. Send a man in motion out of the shotgun. Carter fires a pass. Incomplete. He was looking for his receiver coming across.
Looking for Austin Emestita, who laid out for that ball, almost brought it in. If he would have, that would have been ESPN top 10 Sports Center play right there.
Indeed, he went parallel with the field there, and that pass went incomplete. So 0 for 1 in passing right now is Amante Carter. Back to receive now are the Cowboys on this 4th down, as the Cowboys withstood that Mustang drive. A timeout is taken by the McCullum Cowboys.
You're watching High School Sports on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. Brought to you by Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer.
When you belong to a place as much as it belongs to you, you call it home. A place to gather, entertain, and make memories near shops, restaurants, and green spaces. A place to raise a family and grow. Life is good here and getting better. And at Brooks, we are just getting started. Live Brooks.
Coach, it's going to be a punt, and it's going to be picked up and taken into the end zone. Let's see if there are any flags on the play. So it looked like a punt went in, and the punt return man for the Cowboys could not hang on to it. So it was muffed. And because that muffed punt cannot be advanced, the Mustangs will have the football. Well, a whole new set of downs here. So there was a change in possession. And then now a new set of first down here for the Jefferson Mustangs. They advance, and they are now at the 24-yard line.
What a shift of momentum here for the Mustangs. The option to Johnny Gamboa. He's stuffed right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Gamboa was trying to make some moves and get away, but it was enough for the right side of the McCullum Cowboy defense to make that stop and bring up a second down. It caught them by surprise that they had to still be on defense. So there was a penalty early on in that first drive with the Jefferson Mustangs on a 4th and short, which resulted in an automatic first down. And then a punt on the 4th down. The Cowboys gift the Mustangs the ball right back in scoring position. Toss right side, a little bit of traffic, and the Cowboys aren't allowing much, maybe a yard down to the 23-yard line.
Carter keeps going to either Gamboa or Garces. But either way, the McCullum defense is just stuffing them up the middle. What's really been the killer here is just mental mistakes after that third down point in these drives. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9. Again, McCullum another opportunity here to get a stop and to get the ball back.
In their bunch formation, the Mustangs, Carter's under center with 2 backs in the backfield. He'll keep it himself, 360s, get across the 20, and finds a way to get down inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line. That might be enough to move the chains.
It's going to be close. Oh, yep, it is. They're moving him. So good little run by Carter there. It's going to be a 9-yard pickup. Going to bring up 1st and 10 at the McCullum 14. So the Mustangs capitalizing on that muffed punt by the Cowboys.
You know, this is the very first drive of the start of the game here. The Mustangs started at the top, so now we're at 5:45 to go. So they are eating a bunch of clock. They use that power eye inside the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Jefferson.
And that's going to be a touchdown for number 23, Johnny Gamboa, who looks like he's been in the weight room. He had at least 3 or 4 Cowboys hanging off of him the entire run, and that's going to put the Mustangs on the board first.
Johnny Gamboa, the senior Mustang, with a tremendous display of strength as he carried the Cowboys in for a 14-yard touchdown run right up the gut. The extra point is short, no good.
It looked like Luke Landa might have got a tip or a hand on that punt, or excuse me, on that field goal.
On the extra point, so the extra point no good. 5:37 to go. You're watching RC Audio Sports, brought to you by Martinez and Associates.
Live from the Southside Magazine is a Latina-owned online and print publication that helps residents and visitors learn more about the South Side of San Antonio and all of Texas. Magazine features and columns support the local community by telling stories that promote people and businesses. Our goal is to expand community relationships and give Southside San Antonio residents an opportunity to express themselves. Learn more at southsidesanantonio.com.
We welcome you back to Alamo Stadium, where the Thomas Jefferson Mustangs, a very impressive first drive. The Cowboys, a little help on some mistakes there. First, the penalty, giving them the first down, and then a muffed punt. The Mustangs then regained possession at the Cowboy 24-yard line. A total 71 yards on that drive into the end zone. It was capped off by a 14-yard touchdown run by Gamboa for the Mustangs. The extra point was no good. 6-0 our score, taking just over 6 minutes off the clock. And well, that's one of my favorite songs.
Kick goes out of bounds.
The kick goes out of bounds.
The McCullum 33.
I've always enjoyed the Jefferson band.
They're jamming.
Yeah.
They're jamming.
I actually saw Frankie Valli a couple years ago.
No way.
At the Majestic Theater.
Dang.
He was rocking it at 82 years old.
That's amazing.
Super awesome. All right, well, the Cowboys now have the football. 5:37 to go here in this first quarter. They've got some catching up to do. They have the ball at their own 38-yard line. It's taken everything for me not to sing right now. Low snap. The Cowboys will have to pick it up from there. And the Cowboys not starting off their first drive here offensively too well, as they are backed up 4 more yards, so they're back at their own 34-yard line.
Good pickup there by Julian Roque, number 21, one of the seniors on this team, to make sure the Cowboys maintain possession of the ball. Snap just a little too low for Rodriguez. And good for the Cowboys' sake that Roque was able to clean it up.
Justin Rodriguez, the quarterback for the Cowboys, just a sophomore here. And he's done a good job of progressing each time. Another bad snap here. It was Longoria this time picking it up. But did you see that, Haley? It looked like Rodriguez was set back in a shotgun formation, then at the last moment ran up underneath the center, and I'm not sure the center knew that he was underneath.
Yeah, it looks like just a little miscommunication to start for the Cowboys here on offense. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 15 for the Cowboys here. And it just looks like Rodriguez might be a little bit out of sync with his offensive line and the play calling that's going on.
Yeah, definitely some miscommunication there between center and quarterback. One opportunity here, 3rd and long. They're calling it 3rd and 15. Rodriguez has pressure, gets rid of it on a screen, and that pressure was coming in too quickly. Did not allow that screen play to develop, so now the punting unit is out on the field for the Cowboys.
Yeah, and he had Rodriguez had Gabriel Escobar open here towards the 50-yard line, but with all the pressure, there's just no chance he could have seen him and got the throw off on time. So it's going to bring up the punting unit here for the Cowboys and give Jefferson another chance to strike first. I want to say that's Johnny Gamboa set back here to receive, who just was in the end zone a couple minutes ago.
There's a punt. Nice punt. Fielded inside the 30. That is bobbled, but Gamboa picks it up across the 40, the 50. One man to beat. The 30, the 25, and the McCullum punting return team finally caught up to him at the 22-yard line.
Flag on the play.
We do have flags on the field. Have about 3 down here towards the 30-yard line where Gamboa caught the ball. So I have a feeling this one's coming back.
What a run back by Gamboa, but they're calling a block in the back, so that's going to go against the return team, and that's going to be from the spot of the foul. So if that's where the ball was, where the flag was at, near inside the 30, so that's going to take them back 15 yards, putting the Mustangs at the 20-yard line.
What a run there by Gamboa. Could have been big.
.344 to go now here in this first quarter. Mustangs from their own 20-yard line. They have one receiver. They send him in motion. Carter keeps it on the option, looking for some room, sneaks in between some defenders and picks up a couple of yards after the 22-yard line. Actually, let's get him to the 23, an extra yard there.
A gain of 2 to the 22-yard line, second down and 8.
Nothing fancy for this Jefferson football team, Haley. They're keeping it on the ground. They've had one pass so far. It was incomplete, so 0 for 1. Every other play has primarily been in between the tackles.
Yeah, they've just been keeping it really simple and honestly capitalizing on the errors that the Cowboys have made so far. And again, it's managed to get them some points on the board.
Carter rolling out. He'll get hit from behind, and he will go down. Very slow developing play. That's a big loss and a big sack there by the McCullum Cowboys.
Great sack there by number 22, Ayon Escobedo. What a hit there. Only a junior, but came in and just tossed Carter to the ground.
8-yard loss there on the play. Good heads-up play for the defense for the Cowboys. Escobedo was the man on the sack. So now this is the first time we see a 5-wide receiver formation here, Haley, for the Mustangs. Carter, quick pass, caught at the 11-yard line, up to the 20, and right near the 24-yard line. So they're going to pick up 10 out of that play.
10-yard pickup there by number 12, David Garza. By number 12, that's going to be Austin Mesquita. We've seen him touch the ball a couple of different times tonight.
Mesquita will get a catch. Not a first down, so it's going to be 4th down and about 8. Call it 6.
Short punt there. It's going to take a McCullum bounce before it's picked up by Jefferson. Stopped by number 10, Michael Flores, before it bounces too much further out. And we'll take a quick break with them. You're watching RC Audio Sports, brought to you by Rufio Solar.
What happened?
The life has prepared me for this. The reason I'm a trial attorney is because I truly believe that's what I was meant to do. We do what we do because we've been given the God.
Tell me when we're back. I can't hear you, Coach. And we welcome you back to action here. The McCullum Cowboys, after that punt, are set up at the Mustang 42 with 1:26 to go. They keep it on the ground. The option to the right side. Longoria across the 40 down to the near the 35. Big pickup there of about 7 yards. Boy, the Cowboys, Haley, on their very last possession, it just did not look like they were ready to come out to play football. A 3-and-out, 3 bad snaps on their first series, but a big 8-yard pickup here on this play right here. That was more like the Cowboys we've seen.
Definitely a lot more like the Cowboys we've seen as of late. Just a little discombobulated on that last drive, but hopefully they've had the chance to reset and get some first downs and get on the board here before the first quarter is over with a short little run there by number 21, Julian Roque, who, Bobby, you said was tearing it up last week.
Yeah, and he picked up the first down right now, so the Cowboys move the chains on a nice big 6-yard pickup there by Julian Roque. So there is 27 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Cowboys are trailing 6-0. They have twins to our near side, 2 backs in the backfield. Rodriguez hands the ball off to Roque once again. Roque doing some moves in the backfield, getting across the 30 to about the 28.
Good little run there by Roque. He definitely missed a tackle there, or dodged a tackle by number 42, Pablo Garcia, and that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter here.
Well, the score right now here from Alamo Stadium, it's the Jefferson Mustangs 6, the McCullum Cowboys 0. Keep it right here. We'll be right back.
The On-Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On-Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On-Par Golf.
Cowboys now in the third play of this drive. They are spotted at the Jefferson 28. Here comes that option play. Longoria stretches it out across the 30, near to the 25. I think he got to the 26. So that might be a 2-yard gain there. So bringing up a 3rd down and 6 here. Pretty fast-moving first quarter, Haley. And
very fast-moving. I just looked at my phone. It said 7:20. I was like, oh my gosh, that's quick. I think we've had some longer games here at Alamo Stadium, and the games we've covered have been a little bit longer.
Justin Rodriguez getting some instructions from the sidelines. Rodriguez looks right, has a wide-open receiver. The pass caught at the 20-yard line. Jonathan Longoria still on his feet, gets to the 15. Move the chains once again for the McCullum Cowboys as they've picked up their second first down of the night and the second first down of this drive.
Jonathan Longoria with some yaks there was able to truck through not 1, not 2, but 3 different Mustang defenders. It's going to bring up a fresh set of downs here and put McCollum just outside the red zone.
Out of the shotgun. Rodriguez looking left, firing left, going in zone. The pass is caught. Touchdown, McCullum.
What a throw there. What a catch and what a throw by Rodriguez.
Rodriguez did a great job of throwing the football, leading his receiver to the football. No one nearby to disrupt that pass. Excellent throw by quarterback Justin Rodriguez. Here comes the extra point attempt now for the Cowboys. The kick is up, and it is good. The McCollum Cowboys will now take the lead 7-6 here in this first quarter. Keep it right here. You're watching high school football.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
We welcome you back here to Alamo Stadium, where the McCollum Cowboys have put a drive together. They went in from their own 42-yard line on a 58-yard drive. 2 plays on that particular drive. The last 2 plays were all held by Justin Rodriguez and Longoria. We'll go and talk about that after this play. What a great stop by the kickoff team. But we're talking about that touchdown drive. 6 plays and took very few minutes, maybe 3 minutes at the most, for the Cowboys to get on the scoreboard. It was a pass to Jonathan Longoria into the end zone, 15 yards.
Yeah, great throw there from Rodriguez. Real patient in the pocket, just threw a nice high floater for Longoria. Perfectly placed behind his shoulder, and the extra point attempt good to give the Cowboys the lead 7-6 here with just over 10 minutes left in the second quarter.
From under center, the option is kept by Monte Carter.
We've seen that from Carter several times. He fakes back like he's gonna go with his option or go with the handoff, and then just does kind of a spin move, try to get up the middle. We've seen it work a couple of times, but so far it looks like the Cowboys have caught on to it and have done a good job of not giving up too many yards to Carter.
9:54 to go in this second quarter. The Mustangs scored on their very first possession of the ball game on a long drive. Carter hands it off to his running back. The running back was tripped up by one of the defenders in the backfield early on.
Good little, I think it was Ray Villanueva who got his hand on one of the Mustangs to lead that tackle effort. He just snagged his ankle, so great tackle there by Villanueva.
So big third down coming up here for the Mustangs. They have the ball at their own 32. Long play, stretching it out, crossing the 30, out of bounds. He's going to get out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Carter doing a lot of horizontal running there, just not really able to pick up many yards for these Mustangs. So that's going to bring out the extra team or the special teams punting unit here with Jonathan Longoria set back to receive for the Cowboys.
Yeah, fourth down coming up. Longoria set at the McCullum 35-yard line. There's a kick, low kick. Will take a bounce. Longoria will get it, and he'll get hit right as he got it. He'll get the ball back at their own 29-yard line, so the Cowboys will start work from there with 8 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the second quarter. The last possession for the Cowboys was a touchdown. They got that lead 7-6, so right now they have a 1-point lead.
Last possession looked very, very different from the first possession. Rodriguez seemed to be a lot more in sync with both his offensive line and with his receivers, which led to the touchdown pass to Longoria.
Yeah, they really put it together really quickly, especially like you mentioned, Haley, that first series. I'm not so sure Coach was happy about that. Here comes that option play. Roque will get the toss. Left side. Roque, he'll get taken down right at the line of scrimmage, so he'll get no gain on that play. Good pursuit on the right side for the Mustangs.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen some really good textbook tackles for both teams so far tonight.
Always stress the fundamentals, and that shows you right there how effective that can be. Believe that's Rodriguez on the keeper. Got across the 30 down to the 20 or 31, excuse me. No, check that. That was Longoria that got the handoff.
Going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Cowboys. So this Jefferson defense definitely not giving up.
The Cowboys will break the huddle with trips to the right side, one receiver left side. Justin Rodriguez out of the shotgun. Pressure coming from Rodriguez's both sides, and that pocket collapses right away. And Haley, just as you mentioned, this big third down, the defense for the Mustangs comes up big, and they get the Cowboys to lose 11 yards on that play.
Yeah, and just a great attack there by the Mustangs. I know one of the Mustangs I was helping lead that attack, I think, was number 10, Michael Flores. It's hard to see numbers from up here when you're got eyes like mine, but Flores and several other Mustangs gave Rodriguez absolutely nowhere to go.
So now the Cowboys are forced to punt. The Mustangs back at their own 40. Nice punt. Takes a McCullum bounce, and that will roll at the 35-yard line, where the Mustangs will have the football with 6 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in this second quarter.
First and 10, Jefferson.
The ball will be spotted just inside the 35-yard line. The Mustangs moving from right to left across your monitor. They are in their blue uniforms. What a fantastic night it is here in North Central San Antonio, right near the San Antonio Zoo. Toss, left side, up the middle to 40. The 25, the 20, finally brought down.
What a run there by number 23, Johnny Gamboa. Yet again, we saw him do it with the touchdown. He has some serious wheels.
Gamboa found some room, and he turned it up and got down to the 20. A 35-yard run. Big run there by Johnny Gamboa. We've talked about him a couple of times. He's had some big plays here. He had that 14-yard touchdown just a moment ago. Quarterback keeper inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line.
And what's cool to me, Bobby, is right on this next play, Gamboa's throwing blocks left and right here for Carter. I just watched him throw a couple of blocks. He's just grinding for this Mustang offense, whether he has the ball or whether his teammates have the ball.
Well, you pick up a 35-yard run and get your team in scoring position. That's adrenaline for you, because that's a big run. Mustangs, first man under, still on his feet inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line. 5-yard pickup. Good chunks of yards being picked up here by this Thomas Jefferson Mustang offense. Nothing tricky, Haley. They're just going right up the middle.
Yeah, they're keeping it real simple, and again, it's working. They haven't had many many errors or anything on the offensive side of the ball. Their defense has been pretty clean, and they're just keeping it very basic, doing what they know how to do.
In the power I formation, the toss goes to kept by Carter. Carter inside the 10, and he is brought down at the 8-yard line.
And that will move the chains here for the Mustangs. That's going to put them in the red zone here.
So 2 first downs on this drive. The drive started at the Jefferson 35-yard line. It was a big Gamboa 35-yard run. Got the Mustangs into the red zone, and now first and goal from the 8-yard line. Left side, down to the 5. 3-yard pickup there for the Mustangs.
Another great run there by Gamboa, who juked out a Cowboy defender, who juked out a Cowboy defender before being brought down. He's hammering it in.
Ian Escobedo, the man making the stop on Gamboa. Gamboa already 1 touchdown on the first opening drive. Big run for the Mustangs just a moment ago on the first play of this drive. Carter, under center, rolls out, hangs onto it. He is hit from behind, and he'll lose maybe 2 yards on that play. They'll get back to the 7-yard line. But good backside pursuit by the Cowboy defense.
Great tackle there, number 85, Seth Hernandez, with the tackle.
"20 seconds on the play clock. The Mustangs breaking their huddle, like sending one receiver to left side. Man goes in motion, fakes a handoff. Carter up the middle, inside the 5, down to the 3.
So that's going to bring up 4th down here. Curious to see what Coach Cardenas wants to do here, if he wants to play it safe and go for the field goal. And it looks like he might. I see a couple. Nope.
Well, they're also looking and trying to make a decision here. There's 2 minutes to go here in this second quarter. I would not be surprised if they take a timeout to talk about it. There's 18 seconds on the play clock.
And we see Coach Cardenas talking with one of the referees down here. One of our officials.
Call a timeout.
Yeah.
He's letting the clock run down just a little bit.
And there we go.
Yep, there it is. So the Thomas Jefferson Mustangs will call a timeout. We'll take it with them.
You're watching High School Sports on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. Brought to you by...
Finding the right home is hard. Now finding the right realtor, that's the easy part. Vanessa G. Medina with Proper Realty will work hard to help you find the right home for you and your family. Contact Vanessa today and let Proper Realty help you find your dream home.
Welcome back. We are still in the second quarter. Jefferson is on the move. They had a big 35-yard run on the very first play of this drive to get into the red zone. And it's been a couple yards here, a couple yards there, but now it's a 4th down situation for the Mustangs. And here we go. 4th and goal from inside the 5. The handoff. No, it's a pass. Whoa, boy, and that might generate some flags.
And that's going to be caught for a touchdown.
Oh, it was caught. Touchdown. Good catch, or good sight there, Haley, because I saw the defender tackle him before he even had the football. So a 3-yard touchdown pass for Monte Carter. A drive that went 65 yards, capped off by a 3-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, what a pass there by Carter. We're trying to get you who was on the receiving end of that one. It was hard to see.
Well, the Mustangs want to take a timeout here to check and see what they want to do. We can go ahead and we can keep it right here. Yeah, let's just keep it right here to kind of catch up since we are going to be going to halftime here in just a moment. But this has turned out to be an interesting game here as both teams moving the football. And right now, Thomas Jefferson Mustangs led by Amonte Carter. He's got a touchdown pass. Gamboa earlier has a 14-yard run into the end zone as well. So this offense, although it is not flashy, by any means, they like to keep it on the ground, and they mix it up here with a little pass to end this drive.
They've kept it really simple tonight, and Bobby, it's worked. It's worked well for them, like you'd said. Not flashy, but they've capitalized on a couple of 4th down opportunities. They had got McCullum to kind of bite on the offsides call. We just saw them convert there on the 4th down, and so again, this Mustangs offense while not flashy, nothing crazy, nothing special, it's working for them. Has them up 12-7 here as they look to convert here for 2 points.
All right, looking to go for 2 to make up for that missed extra point. Carter rolling right, fires, pass is caught in the end zone. 2-point conversion good for the Jefferson Mustangs.
So that's going to put the Mustangs up 14-7 here with 1:30 left. And what a great use of timeouts there by Coach Cardenas. What awesome play calling by him, and fantastic passing there from Amonte Carter to get his team back up here tonight. You're watching RC Audio Sports, brought to you by Rufio Solar.
When we got a look at the gorgeous historic Hangar 9, we knew it was the perfect place for our wedding. It provided the blank canvas we needed to plan our dream wedding, and it fit our 370 guests easily. We had family come to Brooks from all over the world. We booked over 60 rooms at the Embassy Suite. It meant a lot to have our wedding at such an important historic landmark.
Revitalizing former military buildings helps us preserve our history, like the Air Force Officers Club, which is becoming Southerly Coast and Comfort. People from all over San Antonio will be able to sit back and enjoy a meal in the exact place where history unfolded. Nearby, the former Air Force Chapel will be transformed into an exciting restaurant concept. Readapting historical sites takes a little longer, but Brooks is committed to preserving the town.
It's a short end-over-ender kick, and it's fielded inside the 30. Here come the Cowboys, and they get an opportunity here to get to about the 44-yard line. It was brought back by number 44, Aiden Cano. And the Cowboys will have an opportunity here with just under 1.5 minutes to try and get it in the end zone, even up this ball game. But remember, at the very beginning of this ball game, the Jefferson Mustangs won the toss, and they wanted to receive the football. So that means the Cowboys will get the football again to start the second half. So it would certainly behoove the Cowboys to get into the end zone on this drive right here.
Yeah, and what a fantastic drive there by the Mustangs. We see here, and they're just tangoing outside.
It looked like a really quick play designed for a quick pass as Justin Rodriguez found Jonathan Longoria, but Longoria was tied up with the receiver there, or excuse me, with the defender, and they both got tangled up and ran out of bounds.
It did look like there were some flags thrown here, so there is going to be a penalty on the play. I don't know if it was for some extracurriculars. Hard to see over here from our sideline.
I think it might have been just because they were tangled up for a bit, and it continued out in the sideline. So, yep, that's what that is. Exactly what that was. So they are going to get an automatic first down and get put in Jefferson territory at the 47-yard line. The Cowboys with their 2-minute offense. Receivers both to the right and left side. Rodriguez looking right but has pressure. Manages to get away from the defenders and takes a step up and picks up a yard to the 46-yard line, but a timeout probably will be taken here. Yep. Coaches are coming out on the field, so the Cowboys will take their second timeout. They have one more timeout remaining, and we'll take it with them as well. You're watching RC Audio Sports, brought to you by Martinez and Associates.
Finding the right home is hard. Now finding the right realtor, that's the easy part. Vanessa G. Medina with Proper Realty will work hard to help you find the right home for you and your family. Contact Vanessa today and let Proper Realty help you find your dream home.
We welcome you back to Alamo Stadium on a nice, cool October evening on a Thursday night. 1 minute, 5 seconds remaining here for the McCullum Cowboys in this second quarter before we head off to break. Cowboys wanting to score, wanting to not or tie these things up here before they get into the break. And here they come. Rodriguez looks for Longoria, but the pass is batted down. So that's an incomplete pass. And now we're facing the third down. So we're getting in the situation here. If the Cowboys don't do anything to convert here, they could be leaving some time on the clock for the Mustangs to do something as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Mustangs still have one timeout left here. So if the Cowboys can't convert, they'll have, a good, 50 or so seconds for them to call a timeout, run a play, and see if they can get a couple more points here on the board before halftime, open up the lead that they have up 14-7.
Big third down now here for the Cowboys in this second quarter. Rodriguez rolls right, looking downfield. The pass is caught out of bounds, so that is important there. The catch made by Gabriel Escobar.
And the play, or the clock is still going to run.
Was that enough for a first down? I don't think that was enough for a first down. So that is going to bring up a fourth down. So the pass is complete, though, to number 8. Escobar. 39 seconds on the clock. Fourth and short. Quarterback keeper. Rodriguez gets the first down, and they get to the 35-yard line. 23 seconds, and the Cowboys will call their final timeout, and will take a break with them. Welcome you back. The Cowboys just took a timeout here. They want to get another score on the board before the halftime break. They are trailing by 7 points. They're on the 7th play of this drive here at the Jefferson 35-yard line. Rodriguez looking downfield. The pass is caught. No, bounced out of the hands of the receiver, Luke Landa. So that's an incomplete pass. Still plenty of time on the clock here to run another play. But we talked about Luke Landa moving over to take some reps on the offensive side. He is one of the great athletes for the McCollum Cowboys.
Yeah, great throw there from Rodriguez to Landa, but really good defensive effort by number 81, Daniel Ariza from the Mustangs. He was just kind of all up in Landa's face. I think he might have even got a finger on it.
Rodriguez deciding to run out of the pocket, being chased. He's going down. A big play there by the Jefferson defense, and that clock is continuing to run. I don't know. That's it. That's not going to anything. Nothing's going to stop that clock. So the McCollum Cowboys had an opportunity here to tie things up before the break. They're just going to have to do that when they come back from this halftime. And of course, always at halftime, we'll bring you some halftime entertainment, and it is the McCullum Marching Band will perform first, and then we'll see the lovely Jefferson Band as well. So we're going to take a break. We're going to give you an opportunity to watch some just as exciting halftime show. So keep it right here. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
Doing hair is an art, and I take great pride in it. I love my job. I opened my original hair salon on this side of town 26 years ago, and I still have some of the same clients. My location at Brooks is a dream come true. This is the right time and the right place to start a business at Brooks. The South Side is growing so much.
What makes Brooks so attractive to business owners is the environment. Employees can live, work, learn, and play all in one area. The South San Antonio Chamber of Commerce is a cheerleader for businesses in and around Brooks, and we have a lot to be excited about. We're beginning to erase the economic gap between North and South San Antonio while still retaining our unique culture. Brooks is bringing economic prosperity to our side of town, and it's happening so quickly that the data is still catching up. Entrepreneurship is booming on the South Side. There's no limit to what can happen here.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you.
And we're at halftime here at Alamo Stadium, where the McCollum Cowboys have traveled to visit the Jefferson Mustangs. The Jefferson Mustangs leading the game at halftime 14-7. We are going to enjoy the halftime performances of the McCullum dance team and the McCollum Cowboys band. And following them, of course, the Jefferson Mustangs dance, lassos, the Jefferson Mustang lassos, and the Jefferson Mustang band after that. So please stay with us.
Wranglers are under the direction of Mrs. Tammy Wendell. The Wranglerette of the week is Lauren Zuniga. Wranglerette co-captains are Daniela Medina and Soraya Sanchez. The captain is Gator Salazar. The fellow cheerleaders are under the direction of Victoria Martinez. Cheerleaders of the week is senior Sierra Reyes. Your co-captain is Melissa de la Cruz. Captain is Madison Dawn. And now, the pride of the South Side, Alice Adels from Austin to Boston, the award-winning band from Cowboy Land. Drum majors are Zacaria Saris, Sienna Valdez, and Dominic Cantu. Marcher of the week is Pablo Gonzalez. Spinner of the week is Madison Gomez. And the section of the week is the drum line. The McCullum Band will be performing a custom marching show by John Meehan, arranger and composer for the world champion DCI Blue Devils. Tonight, the Cowboy Band will be performing Movement 1, Michael Warrior, and Movement 2, Rafael the Healer, and Movement 3, Gabriel the Messenger. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the music as the mighty Cowboy Band performs their UIL Division I rated show, Angels in the Architecture. Drum majors, is your band ready? You may now take the field.
enjoying the halftime performance of the McCullum High School Band under the direction of band director, Mr. Gilbert Borrego. Congratulations to the Hardendale Band for earning straight sweepstakes here this past weekend at the UIL contest, and they will advance to the area round and perform at D.W. Rutledge this Saturday. We'll be right back to enjoy the Jefferson Mustang Band and the Jefferson Lassos after a word from our sponsors.
Live from the Southside Magazine is a Latina-owned online and print publication that helps residents and visitors learn more about the South Side of San Antonio and all of Texas. Magazine features and columns support the local community by telling stories that promote people and businesses. Our goal is to expand community relationships and give Southside San Antonio residents an opportunity to express themselves. Learn more at southsidesanantonio.com.
And we are back at Alamo Stadium. It's halftime. The Jefferson Mustangs leading the McCullum Cowboys 14-7. We have just enjoyed the McCullum Cowboy Band and the McCullum Cowboy Dance Team. And the Jefferson Mustang Band is ready to take the field along with the world-famous Jefferson Lassos. We're going to sit back and enjoy this performance. We're going to mute our mic and let you enjoy it as well.
Mustang Band. And now, y'all, under the direction of drum majors Araceli Rodriguez, Elijah England, and Ariana Coco, the mighty Mustang Band proudly presents their 2022 UIL marching show titled Scenes from the Playground, featuring music from the hit Broadway musical West Side Story. The sections of the week are the drum line and the front ensemble. Cowboys and Cowgirls, it's showtime!
And you have been enjoying the Jefferson Mustang Band. They were preceded by the Jefferson Mustang Lassos, a world-famous dance team, choreographed team, if you will. We are at halftime at Alamo Stadium. The Jefferson Mustangs lead the McCullum Cowboys by a score of 14-7. The Cowboys will take the kickoff when we come back. You're watching high school sports on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Solar is the fastest growing energy sector in the world. At Rufio, we believe in sustainability and renewable energy. If you're looking to reduce or eliminate your electric bills, increase your property's value, and reduce your carbon emissions, we've got you covered. Call us at 833-674-7663 or visit us at rufio.com.
The On-Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On-Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On-Par Golf.
Southwest 21, South San 18.
And we welcome you back to the second half here at Alamo Stadium. It is the McCullum Cowboys set to receive the football, but they are trailing 14-7. And in that first half, Haley, the Mustangs held on to the football for 15 minutes, 57 seconds compared to the Cowboys 8 minutes and 3 seconds. Total yards for the Mustangs, 107, only 28 for the Cowboys. So the score, 14-7 here at halftime, or getting ready to start the second half, I should say. And we promised you we get those names for the touchdown for the Mustangs late in the second quarter. It was Mike Flores on the grab in the end zone for the touchdown. As here come the Cowboys, Longoria. And then the two-point conversion catch was made by Johnny Gamboa. So on the kickoff return, the Cowboys will start the second half here at the 11:51 mark.
McCullum takes over first
And
10 at the Cowboy 33.
Cowboys have the football at their own 33-yard line. Cowboys on the run. Roque stiff arms a man and gets down to the 40-yard line, and Roque running with a purpose there as he picks up 7 on that first play of the second half.
Great run there by Roque. Hits him with the stiff arm. That's going to move the chains here for the Cowboys, give them a much-needed first down, who, like you had said, Bobby, had a -2 gain, or I guess lack of gain in yards in that first half. Only had possession of the football for just over 8 minutes. So gonna need to, take this game into their own hands a little bit, manage the pace a little bit better, and we'll see what they can do here and see if they can get on the board.
Here comes the option. Rodriguez keeps it himself, and he goes over to the left side. He loses about a yard.
That's going to bring up second and I think 10, maybe second and 11 here for, second and 11 for the Cowboys. Just a little bit of a loss there as they sit at their own 43-yard line.
So the Cowboys had an opportunity at the end of the first half to try to get some points on the board. Could not accomplish that. Looking here, passing, the pass just behind the intended receiver, so the pass is incomplete. Looking for Escobar. So now it's going to bring up a third down and 11. The Cowboys came out with a big first down run with Julian Roque.
Third down.
Then the Mustang defense stepped it up on the next few plays.
We'll see if the Cowboys are able to convert here on 3rd and 11. Only trailing by 7, so still a very manageable game here for the Cowboys. Plenty of time left as we just got the third quarter started.
High snap. Rodriguez has to get away. Rodriguez gets rid of the football. The pass is complete, but they were only able to get it just inside the 50 at the 49-yard line.
It almost looked like Rodriguez wasn't prepared for that snap, kind of similar to how we saw in the first possession or in that first offensive set from the Cowboys. So just a little bit of miscommunication there for McCullum.
So now 4th down here. The Cowboys going to play conservative and get their punting unit out onto the field and rely on their defense to make a stop. There's the punt.
Short punt.
Will land inside the 40, take a Jefferson bounce, and, check that out, take a McCullum bounce, and the ball will be inside the 30 at the 27-yard line for the Mustangs, and they will have the football starting with 10:05 to go in this third quarter.
Great defense there by the Mustangs. Again, we've seen them. They've been really consistent this entire game. Haven't really given up too many big plays to McCollum. Have just been very consistent, have done exactly what they needed to do, and this is going to bring out Carter to guide this team, this Mustang team here, hopefully, to another touchdown.
They give it to the third back from the backfield, and he gets across the 30 down to the 31-yard line. But you talk about the Jefferson offense keeping it. We say simple, but it more methodical, I think, as they keep it with a heavy run dose. They've had to go to the air a couple of times, and they've been successful. Using that pass very sparingly. But they come out in this tight bunch, as you see. 3-back set with Marion Carter under center. Toss goes left side. Big gain across the 35, now brought down near the 40-yard line. So close to an 8-yard pickup. Make that a 9-yard pickup as they get to the 40-yard line, just inside.
I think maybe a better word for simple is just consistent. They've been very consistent in Carter either taking it. They've been consistent in either pitching and optioning it to Gamboa. I think they've optioned a couple to Garces earlier in the first quarter as well, so they've just been very consistent with the plays they've been running.
And the challenge for the Cowboys is who is going to get the handoff with those 3 backs in the backfield, and there you go again as they come in that bunch formation and they pick up another chunk of yards right up the middle.
In the offensive line for the Mustangs, doing a good job of moving, kind of pushing these Cowboys back again for just nice little gains of 4 and 5 yards back to back to back. And not only do the Mustangs kind of charge up the field when they're doing that, but they're taking a lot of time off of the clock and they're maintaining possession of the ball for a very long time. Like we saw in the first half, they had possession of the ball for almost 16 minutes out of that first half.
And they're doing it here again as they get the football. They keep it on the ground. They keep that McCullum offense off the field. They're picking up chunks of yards as they got past the 45 to the 47-yard line. So 2 more yard gain.
And a good run there by Gamboa. And, I mean, he's had an amazing game so far. Caught a 2-point conversion, ran in for a touchdown. He even caught a huge 35-yard pass earlier in the game for a first down as well. So Gamboa has been providing a lot of spark for this Mustang offense.
And there's a hard count, some movement. Flags will come flying in the air.
And so that's the second time we've seen this game where the Mustangs 3rd and 3 this time. I think last time was probably 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 1. Where they've gotten for the hard count and, you know, Cowboys jump and easy first down and fresh set of downs for the Mustangs. Just mistakes that the Cowboys cannot afford to make when the Mustangs have had such, you know, good control of the ball for most of the game.
Yeah, you know, this was going to be the 5th play of the drive, so we'll have to redo that. But the Mustangs start back at their own 28-yard line. And we say, you know, we describe this Mustang offense as nothing fancy, right? Because they don't send many wide receivers out. They're in a bunch set. They have an I formation with 3 backs. And they're going just straight up the middle, right through the gut of this McCollum Cowboy defense.
Running very consistent plays, which are working for them.
So it looks like they are going to call an offsides against the Cowboys. So an automatic first down. So that puts the the Mustangs inside Cowboy territory at the Cowboy 48-yard line. You know, that's credit the Jefferson Mustangs on that discipline because the goal is to get the other team to jump off sides.
And they've done it successfully multiple times.
Here come the Mustangs. Under center is Carter. Carter tosses left side. Changing directions. Gamboa's got plenty of real estate. The 20, the 15, the 10, into the end zone as a McCullum Cowboy dived on a last-ditch effort.
And what a run there by Gamboa. Added to the list of amazing things he's done tonight. That's his 2nd touchdown, along with the 2-point conversion he's already had for this Mustangs team, and that's going to put them ahead before the extra point, 20-7.
48 yards on that run for Mr. Johnny Gamboa. What a run. As you guys were able to see on that replay there just a moment ago. Gamboa, 48-yard run to the end zone. The extra point is good. So the Jefferson Mustangs extend their lead 21-7 with 7 minutes to go.
You're watching RC Audio Sports, brought to you by Rufio Solar.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
We welcome you back to Alamo Stadium, where the Jefferson Mustangs put a very good drive together. It was 73 yards, took them 6 plays to get into the end zone. Gamboa with an amazing 48-yard run into the end zone. Here comes Landa. Landa on the return. Landa at the 50. Landa out of bounds at the 40-yard line in McCullum territory.
What a return there by Luke Landa. He's had some speed. We've seen it tonight a couple of times. We've definitely seen it throughout the season. A much-needed long return there for McCollum to put them in good field position for hopefully a quick touchdown series.
Yeah, Luke Lando, he had a touchdown run, kickoff return early in the season. I believe it was
Oh my gosh,
here.
yeah, we were there. I was here.
It was
I think it was here.
It was. So that's when he immediately came on our radar. And then you can see why he is now utilized on the offensive side as well.
Even his name sounds fast, like Luke Landa. That's like, I don't know, he just sounds like a fast guy.
Like a superhero.
Yeah, right?
Luke Landa.
It sounds good. It sounds real good.
Longoria goes in motion. Roque gets the handoff. Roque sidesteps, gets across up to the 20-yard line. What a run. Did he get out of bounds? I thought he got out of bounds at the 40. To the 25,
yeah.
So an amazing return. Turned out to even be better. So now a 5-yard pickup there on that carry by Julian Roque. So now, Haley, the backs are really up against the wall here for the McCullum Cowboys. Time, although we're halfway through the third quarter, time is of the essence as they are trailing 14 points.
Yeah, and good run there by Roque, but again, I don't know if you guys had the chance to see, Justin Rodriguez, quarterback, again was throwing some blocks for Roque.
Longoria got the handoff. Longoria gets down to the 16-yard line, so add on another 4 yards on this series here.
And we're gonna move the chains for the Cowboys. 1st and 10. They're gonna be right on their the 15-yard line.
All right, they'll give him credit for 5 yards. So a 5-yard pickup there for Longoria. Cowboys deep in Mustang territory. Longoria goes out in motion. Landa, no, check that, excuse me, that is Roque. Roque gets down near the 10-yard line to the, we'll call it the 11, so we'll pick up 4 yards. So the Cowboys on the frontier here, trying to get into the end zone, getting past the Mustangs. Lots of mistakes early on for the Cowboys. Let's see if they've gotten past those. 2 receivers to the right side. Option. Rodriguez keeps it himself, backs away inside the 10, loses the football. Jefferson jumps on it. I think that was a live ball. I don't know if the officials had called this dead, but
they're not signaling anything.
Maybe they might have called him down because there was plenty of contact. And when you're the quarterback, I don't think they want that play to go on any farther. So they probably called him down on the initial contact. So maybe that is why. So he was stopped at the forward progress, got inside the 10, so it'll be a gain of 2 yards inside the 9-yard line. The Cowboys. Longoria spins. Longoria keeps his feet moving, gets down to the 8-yard line. Another 1-yard gain here, but it's a 3rd down. Check that, it's a 4th down, so the Cowboys running out of opportunities here on this drive.
The Cowboys definitely need to convert here. Like you said, Bobby, only down by 14, so nothing too crazy yet, but they definitely don't want this game to get out of hand.
And this game could, the way the Mustangs offense is running right now. The Cowboys needed to make something happen on this big 4th down. Right side, the pass incomplete. Pass was intended for Jonathan Longoria, but the Mustangs had other plans.
And I think that was swatted away, I want to say, by number 12. Was it number 12? Austin and Mesquita. So great defense there for the Mustangs, which, again, I keep saying it, but we've seen it. They've just been extremely consistent, honestly, on both sides of the ball tonight.
So Mustangs have a lot of work ahead of them back at their own 8-yard line, but most important for them, they've got a 2-touchdown cushion here.
And I wouldn't be surprised, Bobby, if we see the Mustangs maintain possession of the ball for the remainder of this 3rd quarter.
And very well into some of the 4th. They certainly have showed that they can put some drives together. Gamboa gets the toss, and he gets across the 10 up to the 12-yard line. So that's what they want to do, Haley. They want to keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock running, keep the ball inbounds, and keep the ball from going out of bounds to stop any clock. Run the play run the play clock as low, or get it down to as close to 0 as possible.
So we see here, eating away, about 2 minutes, 50 seconds left here in the 3rd.
Carter under center.
Just takes it himself.
Gets across the 15 up to the 16-yard line. So another positive yard gainage situation here.
And we've seen Carter, he's just done a really good job. He fakes the handoff to the right and does a spin move to the left around the defender. And again, just consistently picking up 4 or 5 yards every single time he does it.
So now it's a 3rd and a very manageable 3 yards here for the Mustangs. They are in control of this ball game. We're approaching 2 minutes here in this 3rd quarter. Nothing different as Carter goes under center, and once again, they go on a hard count and get the McCullum Cowboys to jump off sides. So the offsides will be called against the McCullum Cowboys. So the Cowboys not helping their cause here as another penalty. That's the 3rd offsides that results in a 1st down this evening for the Cowboys.
Just mistakes you can't make here this late in the game for McCullum. Only a minute or so left in the 3rd quarter. I mean, you're down by 2 scores.
Okay, Gamboa gets the handoff up to the 25-yard line. This clock continuing to run. Coach Ed Cardenas of the Thomas Jefferson Mustangs. You talked to him before the game, Haley. You talked about, what these games mean going forward. They're a young team, getting experience, learning how to win. And this is a night where he's got a 2-touchdown lead. And his offense is really controlling the pace of this game.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're doing a great job. And the thing that I loved when I got the chance to talk to Coach Cardenas before the game is when I asked him about his leaders, he talked for at least a solid minute and mentioned so many different guys. So you see the nice first down there for the Mustangs. He talked about so many different guys. He didn't just mention one or two guys. He mentioned 6, 7, it might have even been 8 different Mustangs. So it sounds and is looking like, right, this Jefferson team has leaders on both offense and defense, and they're doing a really great job of stepping up tonight and winning a game that I know both of these teams are very hungry to win.
Yeah, both teams are hungry to win. You know, it's kind of difficult for the McCullum Cowboys. You look at the way they first started this game, you know, it just looked like they were not ready from the get-go. They finally put things together a little bit here in the middle of the second quarter, but again have struggled with some discipline issues. And the Mustangs continue to keep it on the ground. The clock continues to move, and just as you predicted, Haley, they do run out the clock in this third quarter. So they started with 3:28. They still have the football. When we come back, we will start the fourth quarter. We're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports, and it's brought to you by Martinez and Associates.
It started in 2019 with Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer. It was inspired by my sister, my late sister, Patricia Galaxy Mora. She had passed away. Before she had passed away, we had conversations about starting my own organization. Right now, our actual motivation is to get these kids to the next level as far as getting ready for middle school and high school football. Our plan for Texas Revolution is not only teaching them the fundamentals of football and cheer, but it's also teaching them how to be great young men and women, providing for the city south side, and also raising them right. No pass, no play. Being here and being very respectful to their coaches, to their moms, their dads, their guardians. And that's what we strive for, is to raising the next generation of athletes, but also great men and women too as well. Look us up on Facebook too as well for any questions or any concerns that you may have as well.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez and Associates today at 210-337-1111.
And we welcome you back to Alamo Stadium. We're in the fourth quarter. We cut to the fourth quarter a few seconds too early. There was a penalty on that play before we cut to the break that we did not realize. And it was against the defense. So the ball now spotted right at midfield. And the Mustangs will have the football on the 7th play of this drive. Monte Carter under center with his 3 backs in the backfield. Gamboa gets the call. Gamboa gets stopped on the defensive side, but not before crossing into McCullum territory at the 47-yard line.
Is a penalty here. Looks like it might be coming back.
One of the rare penalties for Jefferson is a holding call against the Mustangs.
And I don't think I'm trying to think, I don't think we've had a Mustang penalty. Like, I actually don't think we've had a Mustang penalty.
We did have one early in the ball game on the very first drive. But wait, no, that was against the McCollum Cowboys.
I think that actually might have been the first Mustang penalty we've seen all night.
That was, you're right. I don't think we have had a penalty for the Mustangs, but Gamboa is going to try to bail him out of that one. He'll get back all the way up to the 44-yard line. But for the Mustangs, with a 2-touchdown lead, all they care about is not making mistakes, moving the football, keeping that clock running, and not giving McCullum any opportunity with the football.
Absolutely, and again, we've seen it. Pretty much all game, they just take their time. They're very consistent with the plays they run and pick up a couple of yards each time they have the ball, as we see right there. Again, Carter keeps it for himself, picks up a good 4 yards, and that'll bring up 3rd and long due to the penalties from earlier. So we'll be curious to see if we get any receivers out in the set here from the Mustangs.
Well, the Mustangs now on a 3rd down here. On their 11th play of this drive. This drive did start at the 3-minute, 28-second mark in the 3rd quarter. And it's led into this 4th quarter. So we're approaching a 5-minute drive here. But Thomas Jefferson wants to call a timeout, and we will take it with him.
When you belong to a place as much as it belongs to you, you call it home. A place to gather, entertain, and make memories near shops, restaurants, and green spaces. A place to raise a family and grow. Life is good here and getting better. And at Brooks, we are just getting started. Live Brooks.
Live from the Southside Magazine is a Latina-owned online and print publication that helps residents and visitors learn more about the South Side of San Antonio and all of Texas. Magazine features and columns support the local community by telling stories that promote people and businesses. Our goal is to expand community relationships and give Southside San Antonio residents an opportunity to express themselves. Learn more at Southside San Antonio.
Welcome you back to action here as the McCullum defense is set. The Jefferson Mustang offense preparing on 3rd and long. The pass is caught. No, there's a flag on the play, but did he hang on to the football?
He did hang on to the football. What? Oh, wait. It looks like he hung on to the football.
I think he did hang on to the football.
That was a good catch there by, I think that was number 12, Austin Amasquita. I want to make sure that it was him. I think it was, but it looks like this might be coming.
No, the penalty was against
the Cowboys. Yeah.
But if he did catch the ball, they're going to decline that.
Yeah, he did catch the ball. Wait a minute.
It's really hard to tell from where we're at here. There was contact, and it was hard to see if maybe he caught that ball or not. So I'm trying to check it out here on our little monitor on a replay there, but I think he caught it.
I thought he caught it, but obviously we're wrong.
Either way, it's a 1st down for the Thomas Jefferson Mustangs, and there's another flag on the play. So whatever penalty that was, it was a 15-yard penalty, and it gave them the 1st down. It was another penalty, this time against the Mustangs. So one of the second penalties on this drive here for the Mustangs. This defense has been on the field for quite some time now, Haley. They are approaching about 6.5 minutes on this field. Monte Carter under center. He keeps it himself, and he gets a little bit of a push and a push back there.
A little scrum there.
It was a little scrum. He was able to get inside the 40 to the 38-yard line, so a 3-yard gain.
And Bobby, for this Cowboys team, I do feel like it's so difficult for them to come up with a really big play here, right? There aren't many opportunities with this Mustang offense for a big momentum swing or for a big, momentum shift. They're not passing the ball, so you're not going to pick anything off. Really, your only opportunity is to force a fumble. But the Mustangs have just been so clean with their offense. It doesn't look probable that that's going to happen.
Keeping the ball on the ground. Carter goes across the 25, out of bounds.
Monte Carter on the keeper.
So he'll get about 12 yards on that play. Close to a first down, but not enough.
Down and 1.
But guess how many plays they are in this drive?
They've had the ball since the right around the 4-minute mark in the third quarter.
3:28 when they took the ball. This is their 14th play of the drive.
My goodness.
Toss right side across the 25 down to the 24-yard line.
Now we'll move the chains again, so this will bring up the 15th play. Wow. 15th play of the drive here for the Mustangs.
Fourth first down in this drive. There's an official timeout for a McCullum Cowboy that may have went down for just a moment, but he was able to come right back up. So we'll keep it right here as the Cowboys defender is coming off the field. And, we talk about this district and how tough it is in 14-5A Division II. McCullum really needed a win tonight, but so did the Jefferson Mustangs.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit in some of our pregame show. 5 wins, right, will help you kind of get into the playoffs, right, if you will. So Jefferson with this win, they would come to 2-5, right, with a handful of games left, but with 2 games left, but anything can happen, right? Anyone can beat anyone on any night. And so any win, right, that either Jefferson or McCollum can get could, be a season-extending win. So if all stays as it is right now, a really solid win for Jefferson. Again, I know both of these teams were hungry after the losses that they suffered last week.
McCullum has been on a 2-game losing streak. We talked about their last 2 games against Burbank and then against Sam Houston. They've certainly had their opportunities, but just coming up short. But the Mustangs really showing some ball control here. Wow, what a run up the middle, breaking free for a 19-yard touchdown run.
That's gonna do it again. It's gonna do it again for the Mustangs. It's gonna be, I think it's still gonna be number 43. That's Austin Banda, his first touchdown of the night. He's a junior. What a run there, and that should put this game out of reach for the McCollum Cowboys as the Mustangs go for the extra point here.
What a long drive. The extra point is good. 28-7 our score here from Alamo Stadium. We'll be back in just a moment. Minutes and 48 seconds off the clock here for the Thomas Jefferson Mustangs. 16 plays on that drive. This drive started in the third quarter. We're nearly halfway through the fourth. They scored that touchdown on a 19-yard touchdown run by Banda. Jefferson ready to kick off. Again, that was Austin Banda on the touchdown run. I don't know what's more impressive, Haley, that it was 16 plays or 6 minutes and 48 seconds, or if it was Banda breaking a tackle with about 12, I say 12, but 11, 11 McCullum Cowboys right in the picture.
What about all three? What about all three of those things? I think they're all three equally impressive. What's most interesting to me is one of the things Coach Cardenas said before the game about, when I asked, what do you focus on with McCullum? What worries you about McCullum? He just said, yeah, they're just a really big team. Yet a bunch of times tonight, we've seen these Mustangs dragging those McCullum Cowboys into the end zone for scores. So Mustangs have done a really good job of not being intimidated by that size and just being extra pumped up as they head into this game tonight.
And you look at that, you look at that defensive play there. This Jefferson Mustang team right now is playing with a lot of confidence. They're certainly not looking like the 1-5 team that's on this divisional chart here. So a pass is completed, but to the 37-yard line. Longoria was the receiver on that one. And another completion here from Rodriguez. And
there's a flag.
Luke Landa was the receiver that caught the ball. But again, as you said, Haley, there's a flag on the play there.
Does look like this one's going to be moving back for the Cowboys, so we'll wait for the official call.
Coach Robert Villafranca on the camera there. He's giving Isaiah a little break. But, yeah, another penalty here, Haley, and the officials discussing that, and the Cowboys already know. It's a chop block called against the McCullum Cowboys. That's a personal foul, so that's a 15-yarder. So that's going to push the Cowboys even farther back. Penalties.
Go ahead, bud.
Penalties just plaguing the Cowboys.
Yeah, and they have been for majority of the game. I mean, we've talked about that opening drive, but they've had several missed snaps. They've had a couple of false starts, a couple of personal fouls. Have mainly plagued, or I guess really prevented, this Cowboys offense from ever truly starting to click.
Yep. You look at our RC Audio Sports broadcast schedule. We'll be back again tomorrow night from Harlandale Memorial Stadium. That's going to be a big game. The Burbank Bulldogs will travel just a couple miles down the road to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. The Indians 5-1, looking to come back after an Alamo Heights loss last week.
The next week.
Oh, what a big sack there by the by the Jefferson Mustangs defense. The Cowboys going down inside the 15-yard line.
And then next week we got a couple, 3 games on slate. So we got a big-time volleyball matchup, McCullum, Harlandale at Harlandale High School. We're going to be streaming that one on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Thursday, we'll be back right here at Alamo Stadium where Brackenridge hosts McCollum. 7 p.m. kickoff. You guys know the drill. And then Friday, we'll be covering Jefferson at Harlandale over at Harlandale Memorial Stadium at 7 o'clock.
Well, there you have it. A nice pass completion. There you have our schedule. Will we be seeing you, Haley, Tuesday for volleyball?
I'll be there Tuesday, I'll be there Thursday, and Friday. I got a full week next week.
All right. Tuesday is going to be a big game for the Harlandale Indians. We'll have to see what it's looking like tonight for the Indians. We'll see if we can get a score for the volleyball team because, there's no volleyball tonight. It's Thursday. tomorrow.
I'll be honest with you, I was totally on board with what you were
Wait
saying.
a second, it is Thursday night. There's
I
a
was
punt.
totally on board.
Ball still rolling. Ball is
Ooh,
live.
and I think that might be recovered by McCullum.
If McCollum gets it, it is their football. But no, they don't. Jefferson will have it.
That was
And
close.
They'll have it with 5:14 to go in this fourth quarter. Up by 3 scores. I think they will come out onto the field a little confident with the score 28-7 right now. We will pick a player of the game. We will pick one for the offensive side, and we will pick one for the defensive side. So keep it right here to find out who our Martinez and Associates offensive player of the game will be. And then for our defensive player of the game, we will be awarding that. And that one is being sponsored by Rufio Solar Energy. Of course, those sounds of the games are being brought to you by the Thomas Jefferson Band, providing those Thursday night chill vibes. Couple yards on that play there, up to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs continue to put it on cruise control and just try to ride this out into the night.
Yeah, and the clock running here for the Mustangs, which they've just, again, done a really good job of managing the clock and really staying in the driver's seat for this entire game.
Monte Carter under center, tosses it. I believe that's Gamboa. He'll get stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and he'll loses a couple yards, but did get forward progress, so no gain, no loss. Bringing up a third down here for the Mustangs. Four minutes remaining in this ball game. Little battle of the bands happening between the two, I think. Carter under center. There he goes. He tried to go on that hard count. I guess he got him there. You could see, you can't even hear it from here, but you can tell by the movement, the quarterback, that hard count. Oh, this time the Jefferson Mustangs victim to their hard count, so they're going to be called with a foul there, the penalty, I should say. So that's going to cost them 5 yards. That's going to set the ball at their own 20-yard line.
We are hearing a little battle of the bands here. They're going back and forth.
You got the McCullum Cowboy mascot on this side of the ball, or on the side of the track over here. Carter, handoff, toss, long sideline. There is a flag on the play, though, as Luke Landa, a little slow to get up, but up indeed he is. Let's take a look and see what that flag is.
It looks like they might be going against the Jefferson Mustangs based on the direction everyone's headed in. Yep, chop block again.
Oh. That's a big penalty, so that's going to bring them back deep inside their 10-yard line.
And it's surprising we might have done the announcer's jinx, Bobby, because we talked about how the Mustangs hadn't had any penalties up until this fourth quarter, and I think since we've said that, they've had at least four different penalties. So we might have ruined that one.
Well, the Mustangs on a third and very long. They toss it to Gamboa. Gamboa runs into some traffic. He gets out to the 15-yard line.
So that's going to bring up 4th and 23. So we're going to get a timeout here.
So timeout will be called. So we'll take a break with them. Thank you for joining us this evening. We'll be back in just a moment.
You're watching RC Audio Sports, brought to you by Rufio Solar.
We welcome you back to North Central San Antonio, Texas. Haley Wilson, Coach Robert Villafranca, Bella Tellez, Isaiah Castro. I'm Bobby Mendez. We're glad you're here with us on this wonderful Thursday night. Wonderful for the Thomas Jefferson Mustangs as they are leading 28-7 here in this fourth quarter with under 3 minutes to go. They punt the ball away, high punt. Takes a bounce, picked up by Longoria.
Wow, what a good tackle there for the Mustangs. It was number 45. That was Hector Munoz. Just found him out of nowhere, and it looked like Longoria might have had an open lane there, but Munoz said nope.
You know, we were talking as Coach was playing with the video camera with Isaiah over there, taking giving Isaiah a little much-needed break. And we were talking, Coach, about this McCullum offense that we had seen do pretty well, but really tonight struggled to move the football. And
Free play here.
Here comes Rodriguez as he was looking to get his receiver, but there's a flag on the play. Pass intended for Gabriel Escobar. The pass is incomplete. Again, tomorrow night we will be at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. The Burbank Bulldogs will come to visit the Indians, and we will have a good one.
I heard that one's going to be a quarterback duel, a QB duel between Chico Saucedo, who we've seen the Saucedo show a couple of times, especially here at Alamo Stadium, and then Burbank's Kevin Hernandez, who's done a great job running the ball this season.
Yeah, Kevin Hernandez, he's the talk in the district, is a very fast quarterback, just a sophomore. Longoria, check that, it's Rodriguez. Did he throw that to a lineman?
I think he might.
Oh, that's Roque. Julian Roque. He looks like a lineman sometimes. But amongst the linemen, he does blend in very well. So Julian Roque on the reception. But yes, it's going to be a very good game. Two very athletic teams, two teams that are favored to finish in, we feel, the top four of the district. Two certain playoff-bound teams. The pass is caught. What a good pass in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
With in between two defenders.
Yeah, really, really great pass there by Rodriguez.
He was looking for Jonathan Longoria, or he found Jonathan Longoria in the middle of the field, but still not enough for a first down. That clock continuing to run. We talk about picking a player of the game or players of the game, one on the offensive side and one on the defensive side. McCullum trying to put some points on the board before the clock strikes 0. They're moving the football.
First and 10, McCollum at the 25.
We got a couple candidates, I feel like, Bobby, for defense or defensive player of the game. We had Cyrus Cardenas, who had a big sack earlier in the game. Ooh!
Oh, another big sack here as Rodriguez went down.
And And that was by Hector Munoz, that was just who I was going to mention as our second option, if you will. He with that big sack just now, but has been a hawk on defense. Just over the last couple of plays here, Munoz has been all over the place. I think he's another candidate for our defensive player of the game.
I agree. That is not the first time his name has been called on the defensive side, but, you know, it's been a good effort for the Jefferson Mustangs. We talked about that, you know, the record for the Jefferson Mustangs 1-5, but against this McCullum team, they don't look like a 1-5 team. They look like they are very disciplined, very skilled as far as running the football. And when they have to throw the ball, they have not turned the ball over. They played primarily pretty much disciplined. They did run into some penalties here late in this ball game, but nothing that really impacted themselves. So
yeah, they've just done a really good job. They've played very clean on both sides of the ball, minus the couple of penalties that we've seen here at the end.
Rodriguez has to run, being chased down, fires, the ball is caught. Did he get a foot down?
No.
Did not, but the receiver, Escobar, he did hang on to the football, but I guess he did not get 1 foot down. So the pass is incomplete, brings up third down.
Yeah, it's going to be a big third down there for Rodriguez, but back to the Mustangs. I mean, you got to give credit to Coach Cardenas, who, you know, obviously got his team well prepared for the game tonight. They did all of the very, not simple, like you had said, not simple things right, but they just played very clean and very connected on offense and on defense, which has led to, or is going to lead to a nice victory tonight.
Rodriguez, pass incomplete. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Coach Cardenas for the Mustangs here as a flag goes in the air. Had his team prepared. We talked about their offense. We knew that they were a running heavy offense. They run that 3-back formation. Very rarely did they deviate from that, but when they did, they were pretty effective in doing so. So there's unsportsmanlike conduct called against the Mustangs, one of their few penalties in this ball game. It's giving the Cowboys a little bit getting them a little bit closer to striking range. Cowboys trying to make this score a little bit more respectable.
So for the other games that we have going on this week for 14-5A D2, obviously we're here, McCollum at Jefferson, and the pass broken up by Austin and Mesquita for the Mustangs. But the rest of the week, or the rest of the week, or tomorrow's games, tonight's game, we have Burbank at Harlandale. We already talked about that one. That's going to be a good game. It's the only game that features 2 top 4 teams, so going to be an exciting and competitive one. We have Brackenridge at Sam Houston. Both of those teams are outside of the top 4, trying to get their place, or earn their place, I should say, in playoffs. And then we have Highlands at Lanier. Lanier has played very competitively this season. Their last 4 losses have all been, as we get a little run there, have all been by 5 points or less. So hopefully, or we're predicting, that's also going to be a close game. And then last on the lineup, or the slate for this week, we have Alamo Heights at Edison. Golden Bear is going to try to take down the undefeated Alamo Heights Mules. So got some close ones this week.
That's going to be a big task there for Edison, as Alamo Heights very strong in this district. And Coach, you'll be there, right? Alamo Heights and Edison. Coach has got the, what do you call it? The trifecta of football here. Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday afternoon. He lives and breathes high school
sleep,
football.
Breathe. 14-5A Division II football.
Rodriguez in the pocket. here comes the pressure. Rodriguez got rid of the football, found the receiver, and the pass was caught. The Cowboys celebrate that touchdown. With 9 seconds remaining, the Cowboys get into the end zone. The extra point here. It's up, and it is good. 28-14 the score. McCullum Cowboys into the end zone. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching RC Audio Sports, brought to you by Martinez and Associates. Welcome you back here in the fourth quarter where the game is just wrapping up. 9 seconds remaining. The Cowboys put together a drive to get into the end zone. Drive started back at the 5-minute, 14-second mark at the Cowboy 23-yard line. Pass into the end zone from Justin Rodriguez. I believe it was to Jonathan Longoria. Looks like the onside team is hands team on the field. Cowboys try for an onside kick, and the Mustangs are prepared for it. So no time comes off the clock on that kick. 9 seconds. It's all formalities here for the Mustangs as they will look to their crowd, and their crowd proud of their Thomas Jefferson Mustangs. So a great night to be a Mustang. The Mustangs, all they've got to do is kneel it down, and they will win another district ball game here. And then right after this, we will transition here into the press box as the McCollum Cowboys fall to the Thomas Jefferson Mustangs. The Mustangs feeling very proud of themselves this evening, as they should be, as the Jefferson Mustangs take the victory 28-14. And we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will have our Martinez and Associates Offensive Player of the Game and our Rufio Solar Defensive Player of the Game. Keep it right here. We'll be right back.
You're watching High School Sports on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
Hey, also this Mesquita guy.
Texas Revolution Youth Football.
Oh, Austin, yeah, you mentioned it.
Started in 2019 with Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer. It was inspired by my sister, my late sister, Patricia Galaxy Mora. She had passed away. Before she had passed away, we had conversations about starting my own organization. Right now, our actual motivation is to get these kids to the next level as far as getting ready for middle school and high school football. Our plan for Texas Revolution is not only teaching them the fundamentals of football and cheer, but it's also teaching them how to be great young men and women, providing for the city south side, and also raising them right. No pass, no play. Being here and being very respectful to their coaches, to their moms, their dads, their guardians, And that's what we strive for, is to raising the next generation of athletes, but also great men and women too as well. Look us up on Facebook too as well for any questions or any concerns.
Live from the Southside Magazine is a Latina-owned online and print publication that helps residents and visitors learn more about the South Side of San Antonio and all of Texas. Magazine features and columns support the local community by telling stories that promote people and businesses. Our goal is to expand community relationships and give Southside San Antonio residents an opportunity to express themselves. Learn more at southsidesanantonio.com.
And we welcome you back to Alamo Stadium, the beautiful Alamo Stadium. Thomas Jefferson coming off the field right now, just finishing their alma mater. 28-14, Haley, the Jefferson Mustangs beat the McCullum Cowboys. You know, coming into this ball game, we're thinking the McCullum Cowboys have a chip on their shoulder.
Yep.
Lost a couple of games that they had on site in the final moments of the game. And then you look at a Thomas Jefferson team that was 1-5 coming into this ball game.
Yeah.
And then here they come. They punch them in the mouth early. McCollum just could not get things going early on.
No, they couldn't. And it's funny, the Jefferson Mustangs, they came out to warm up, and they were hooting and hollering and yelling, and they seemed very, very fired up for this game. However, like you said, Bobby, on paper, you know, you're thinking, oh yeah, you know, the McCollum Cowboys should win this game, but great job by Jefferson, great job by Coach Cardenas, who had the chance to talk to before the game and getting his team prepared for the game this week. They earned the win tonight, and both offense and defense did a very great job.
Yeah, we talk about the great job that they did. Coach Cardenas did a great job of getting his team prepared. And then you look at what they did offensively, and Gamboa, as we go down the list on the offensive player of the game, you know, Johnny Gamboa just off the gate, I think he had that first touchdown for 14 yards.
Yep.
And he had a bunch of huge plays into the getting loose and then getting into the end zone a couple more times. So I want to give it to
I feel like we got to give it to Gamboa. He caught the 2-point conversion. He had a 48-yard touchdown run. He had the first touchdown of the game, like you had said, and then he had a huge 35-yard first down. So I think we got to give our Martinez and Associates Offensive Player of the Game award to number 23, Johnny Gamboa.
Yeah, congratulations, Johnny Gamboa. You are the Offensive Player of the Game, and it's brought to you by Martinez and Associates. So we thank him. Thank you guys for that. And then, of course, on the defensive side, we mentioned a couple of names throughout the broadcast, and one of the names that just kind of stood out that we continue to call did a great job of disrupting the McCullum offense, getting Justin Rodriguez to run out of the pocket.
Yep.
You know, not really being himself, Justin Rodriguez tonight. And I think a lot of it had to do with the play of this defensive player of the game.
Yeah, so we're going to give our Rufio Solar Defensive Player of the Game award to number 45, Hector Munoz. Like you said, Bobby, he just did a great job of disrupting the defense. He had some really, really solid tackles. If you probably listen back, you probably hear us going, oh, or ah. He had a really nice sack there to wrap up this fourth quarter here. So my vote's in. I think we should give it to number 45, Hector Munoz.
Got it.
Yeah, there you go.
He's got it. We've done giving it to him already. But yes, congratulations to Hector Munoz, also a junior for the Jefferson Mustangs. Again, congratulations to the Jefferson Mustangs on a win tonight over the McCullum Cowboys, 28-14. That's going to do it for our coverage this evening. But we want to remind you, as always, to please follow us on all our social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and of course here on YouTube. We will be tomorrow at Harlandale Memorial Stadium, where the Indians will take on the Burbank Bulldogs. Sure to be a showdown there. So we will look forward to seeing you guys there. Isaiah Castro behind the camera, Coach Robert Villafranca directing, Isabella, technical director, Haley Wilson. I'm Bobby Mendez. Good night, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow.
It started in 2019 with Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer. It was inspired by my sister, my late sister, Patricia Galaxy Mora. She had passed away. Before she had passed away, we had conversations about starting my own organization. Right now, our actual motivation is to get these kids to the next level as far as getting ready for middle school and high school football. Our plan for Texas Revolution is not only teaching them the fundamentals of football and cheer, but it's also teaching them how to be great young men and women, providing for the city south side and also raising them right. No pass, no play. Being here and being very respectful to their coaches, to their moms, their dads, their guardians. And that's what we strive for, is to raising the next generation of athletes, but also great men and women too as well. Look us up on Facebook too as well for any questions or any concerns that you may have.